13 WAM's Sean Carroll is live outside the hospital with the details. Sean, this caused all kinds of ripple effect, and we really don't know yet if there's anything to be concerned about, right?
That's exactly right, Doug. Definitely some tense moments out here at Medina Memorial Hospital. It does appear at this point that the situation, for the most part, is under control. Behind me, we have hospital workers in the process of decontaminating the emergency room. It's this entrance behind me that this woman arrived here at the hospital around 2:30. She came in through that entrance. She wasn't feeling well, and then the story that she told hospital workers was enough to prompt a better safe than sorry reaction from the hospital. Basically, what she said was that she received an envelope from the Albion post office. She wasn't feeling well after. She returned that envelope to the post office, and then she came here. Given that story, workers had to assume the worst, a possible exposure to anthrax or another biological agent or substance. They locked down the hospital, they called the authorities, and then they began to decontaminate the area.
And with that particular scenario, it kind of fits what we went through with the old anthrax scare back in 2001. So we always err on the side of precaution, and we evoked our emergency preparedness plan for chemical or bacterial or biological agents.
Now, we're told that woman, described as being in her 30s, is doing okay right now. She is still in the emergency room. She has been set aside into a certain room where she's kind of quarantined, but she is doing okay, feeling better. There were about 150 to 200 workers in this hospital on every given shift, about 80 other patients. The hospital itself remains in lockdown, but in the next couple hours, likely that lockdown will be lifted. As for the actual envelope, we're told from authorities here that the postal inspector has tested the contents of that envelope. Preliminary tests show absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. Whether or not they're going to test further is still yet to be determined, Doug.
And Sean, we've been hearing something about the post office being affected by all this, too. I know Jane Flash is working on that angle. We're going to check with her. Yes. Do you know, it was the Albion post office, we were told, is that locked down as well at this hour?
That was locked down. To our knowledge, it is still locked down. The postal inspector was on scene and doing preliminary tests. As far as what, if anything, is in that envelope, we don't know. One of the emergency management coordinators here told me, to his knowledge, from those early tests, the only thing in that envelope was actually just a Verizon bill. But who knows? There could have been residue in that envelope that they obviously want to make sure they find out what actually went on.
All right, Sean Carroll in Medina, thank you so much.